Okay, so proceed tayo. For today, our topic is homogeneous first-order differential equation. So pag homogeneous kasi class, that is, or to make it simple, we must apply homogeneous na technique if yung y tsaka x is hindi mo ma-separate, 'di ba? Yung mga past topic kasi natin, no, we can separate yung y sa kabila or sa right side and then yung x sa other side. So how about, sir, if hindi namin ma-separate? So that technique is called homogeneous, no, first order differential equation. So therefore, proceed tayo. Yan lang yung explanation yan dito, no? An equation of form P dy over dx where P and Q are functions of both x and y. So you cannot separate them in the same degree. No? So therefore, same degree sila is said to be homogeneous in y and x. For example, f of x is equivalent to x squared plus 3xy plus y squared is a homogeneous functions since each of the three terms are in the second degree. Diba? Second degree to, eto x then y, 1 degree, 1 degree. So, i-add mo lang, second degree din siya. So, therefore, or however, for example, this one is not a homogeneous for the reason that this is first degree, second degree, second degree, second degree. So, therefore, you can apply homogeneous and only if yung ating degree is the same with all our variables. Okay, so proceed tayo sa ating first or yung ating process. Explain natin what are the processes or what is the specific step-by-step in using homogeneous. So first thing is you need to rearrange. Dapat po dy over dx yung kalabasan. Then yung p and then transfer mo yung q sa other side. So that is dy over dx is equivalent to q over p. And then make substitution po, no? You need to substitute y is equivalent to vx and alam naman natin sa ating differential calculus that if we differentiate y is equivalent to v multiplied by x, no? Dalawang polynomials, kumbaga, magiging v multiplied by x, di ba? That is v multiplied by x, then x multiplied by dv over dx. Diba? Yung, for example, function of x multiplied by function of y, no, the derivative of their function, no, dx, kumbaga, is equivalent to, copy mo lang si function of x multiplied by the derivative of function of y plus copy mo si function of y multiplied by the derivative of the function of x. Okay, so therefore, that is the result. So therefore, para mas madali, i-memorize mo na lang yan. Next thing is we need to substitute for both y and dy over dx the equation of this. So yung ginawa natin kanina, no, i-substitute mo lang then simplify or cancel out. Pagkatapos po, is-substitute mo yung v is equivalent to y over x. And then simplify and then operate natin. Okay? So, proceed po tayo sa ating first example. That is y is equivalent, y minus x is equivalent to x3 multiplied by dy over dx. Given x is equivalent to 1 and y is equivalent to 2. So, we need to find its specific, di ba? Yung specific na solution. So, therefore, general solution, pagkatapos, kunin natin si c, then substitute, specific na siyang solution or particular solution. No? That is just the same. So, therefore, first thing sabi doon, dapat i-isolate natin sa kabila. Dapat dy over dx lang. So, therefore, this one, i-transfer natin sa kabila. Diba? So, sulat muna natin y is equivalent, y minus x is equivalent to x dy over. Ayan. Ano ba yan? Mag-straight. dy over dx. So, ang gagawin natin, i-transfer to sa kabila. Then, i-swap lang natin para mas maganda tingnan. So, that will become dy over dx is equivalent to y minus x divided by po ng ating x. And then, sabi kanina, let us substitute, no, let y is equivalent to Vx. Diba? Sabi doon. Then, therefore, if we will move yung x to the other side, that is v is equivalent to y over x. Yan, magagamit to natin mamaya, pero mamaya pa. So, sulat lang natin siya in advance kasi gagamitin natin siya mamaya. So, dito muna tayo mag-focus. If you derive this one, the derivative of that is dy over dx is equivalent to, yung kanina, v multiplied by 1. So, pwede mo nang alisin yung 1. Plus x multiplied by dv over dx. Ayan. So, we will substitute that one to our general formula. So, dito po, i-rewrite ko lang siya. So, para mas madali, no? Copy-paste ko na lang siya. Copy-paste. Ayan, copy-paste. Move pa natin. Ayan, copy-paste. So, therefore, etong dy over dx dito is papalitan natin ng dy over dx dito. So, we will put this one here. So, therefore, copy-paste ko para mas madali, no? That is copy, paste natin siya, ayan. And then, yung isang formula, which is this one. Y, copy-paste ko na lang din ulit. Copy-paste. Ayan. Okay, so next thing that we need to do is to simplify by canceling out yung kaya nating ma-cancel out. So, by looking at this one, no, hindi pa natin ma-cancel out kasi we will substitute yung sa y natin. So, therefore, copy-paste natin ulit. Copy-paste. Pero papalitan po natin lahat ng y into vx. Diba? So, therefore, balitan lang natin. Ito, erase lang natin to. So, ito is magiging, no, dito na lang natin palitan para hindi sayang yung space. 'Di ba? Sabi kanina is ilagay mo siya pero si y, no, y is equivalent to vx. So, therefore, magiging vx to, kasi y siya kanina, minus x divided by ganyan, x. So, therefore, we can separate yung x, parang factor out, magiging v minus 1. Ayan siya. Divided by x. Ayan. So, therefore, we can cancel out yung x. Ang remaining po is ito. Ito ita-transfer natin to the other side. Magiging x dv over dx. Ano ba yan? Ayan. dx is equivalent to, ito na lang yung remaining, that will become v minus 1 minus v. So, therefore, v minus v is, pwede siya ma-cancel out. Ang matitira na lang po is, eto, transfer natin to the other side. Eto din, transfer to the other side. That is, dv is equivalent to negative. Eto, magiging dx. Then, eto, sa baba na siya. That is, over x. Diba? So, that is, pwede din, no? I-separate natin siya. Ito, lagay natin dito. Same lang siya, diba? Over, ayan. Okay, so next thing is we need to integrate them both. Diba? Kasi separate na natin siya. Integrate and then another one is integrate. So therefore, the integration of dv is obviously v. Diba? And then sulat na lang natin dito sa labas yung mga formulas na magagamit natin. As you can see po, we are dealing with logarithmic dito. Diba? Logarithmic rule sa ating integration. I hope that you could remember, diba? That is integration or negative x raised to negative 1 of dx. So, if meron tayong makikitang raised to negative 1 sa ating integral calculus, that is involved po si integration of, ayan, integration, sa taas na lang siguro, no? Saan ko ba ito ilalagay? Dito na lang. Integration of 1 over u du is equivalent to the integration of u negative 1 du. The same lang sila, di ba? And then yung result nila is logarithm of u plus c. Okay, let's use that formula. Diba? So, by using that formula po, eto v, then yung ating x is u, ang u natin is x. Yan siya. So, therefore, no, napakadali lang yan. Copy mo lang si negative kasi negative siya. And then, logarithm of x plus c. Diba? So, sulat lang natin dito. Kasi, if you inspect this one, yung x natin, or sorry, yung u natin is x. So, therefore, u, palitan mo lang ng x. And then, copy mo lang yung ating negative. So, next thing that we need to do is to substitute again yung v. Yung v po natin is y over x. No? So, parang ibalik natin siya sa dati. So, y over x, ang ating v is equivalent to logarithm of x plus c. So, therefore, wag mo nang i-separate yan. Pwede na po yan as our general solution. But, that is not our final answer for the reason that ang hinahanap natin is particular solution. Diba? So, we need to find the value of c, which can be obtained by substituting yung value ng x tsaka y natin. Ayan. So, substitute lang po natin siya lahat. And kindly use your calculator. No, I hope that you know how to use your calculator. Negative logarithm. And then, ang x natin is 1. So, lagyan natin 1 plus c. Ayan, plus c. So, therefore, by using your calculator, the result for that one po is equivalent to 2. Okay? So, therefore, let us substitute that one. Dito ko na lang ilalagay sa labas kasi hindi na siya magkasya. Let us substitute that one here. That will become, dito yung 2. Magiging y over x. Here, ayan, over x is equivalent to negative logarithm of x plus 2. And then, what if sinabi na, dapat in terms of y talaga siya. So, therefore, itong x, isi-transfer natin sa kabila. Magiging y is equivalent to negative x. Diba? Kasi transfer ko lang siya. Logarithmic of x plus 2. Or, pwede din, diba, na kuhaan lang natin. I-factor out natin ng x. Okay? So, pwede din na y is equivalent to, ilagay natin to sa gitna, no? Negative x plus 2. Diba? Factor out lang natin si negative x, kumbaga. Magiging negative x. Wait lang. Eto, x, transfer natin to the other side. Magiging negative x. Then, negative 2. Ayan. So, ito pala is negative 2. Ayan. And then, pag i-transfer natin si negative x outside, no, that will become open and close parenthesis. Lagyan natin ng open and close para klaro siya. Open, close. So, pwede din na i-substitute mo na lang sa inside. No? So, this one is positive 2. I-swap ko lang plus. Then, negative si logarithm of x. That is just the same. No? So, pwedeng ganito yung final answer natin. And pwede din, pwedeng ito yung final answer natin. But what if sinabi ko sa problem natin, you must show that it is equivalent to y. So, therefore, i-transfer mo lang yung x sa kabila. Okay? So, pag transfer mo, magiging ganito. Ayan, final answer. Pwede din na i-factor out mo, no, sa inside yung negative natin. So, that is negative 2 logarithm of x. Ayan. It is just the same. Okay? So, I think we're done with this one. Okay? But what if, no? What if sasabihin sa atin na yung isang form talaga niya, which is i-transfer mo yung isa sa kabila. Pwede na yan. Pwede na yung final answer. Pwede din na, for example, in terms of x. Ayan na lang, no? What if in terms of x yung tinanong ko? So, ang gagawin natin, negative y over x. Pwede din to na final answer. Plus 2. So, transfer natin to the other side. And eto din to the other side. No? Mag-swap sila. Logarithm of x. And then, applyan natin ng e. No? Multiply natin ng e both sides. So, therefore, eto is magiging exponent. Negative y over x plus 2. And then, dito sa kabila, mawawala si logarithm. Final answer. Ayan. So, pwede din to na final answer. Okay, so screenshot po so that we can proceed to our next problem. So again, depende. May 4 tayo na answer dyan kasi depende kung ano yung hinahanap ko, diba? For example, in terms of y or in terms of x or etc. Okay, so proceed po tayo sa ating next example. But before that, raise your hand if you have any questions so far. So if nalilito kayo, just review yung step-by-step na ginawa natin for this one. Okay, or if none, let us proceed na sa ating next example. Ayan. So, ito yung answer sa book. This is the same sa answer natin kanina. Ayan. So, question number 2, find the particular solution of the equation x multiplied by dy over dx. Then, that is equivalent to x squared plus y squared over y. So, let us try to answer this one. Okay, so I hope na mas kasya siya. Kasya talaga yan. Okay, so therefore, ayan, gawin po natin yung ginawa natin kanina. Same procedure po sa homogeneous na process. So, sulat ko muna ha. This is dy over dx. Etong x is i-transfer ko na lang siya kaagad sa other side. Magiging x squared plus y squared divided by yung x. Transfer ko dito, magiging divide x multiplied by y. So, therefore po, same po ng process kanina, let y is equivalent to v times x. So, therefore, if we derive that one, that is dy over dx is equivalent to v plus x dv over dx. Diba? So, therefore, copy lang natin, same sa ginawa natin kanina. Ayan, copy natin dito. Banda na lang siguro. Ayan, para magkasya talaga siya, no? So, eto, dy over dx is eto. So, let us just copy this one. No, kasi we need to, ayan. Diba? Kasi the same naman sila, diba? Sabi ko kanina. It is equivalent to, eto, diba? Palitan natin lahat ng y ng vx. So, what will happen is x squared plus y, that is vx, then squared divided by x, then another y, magiging vx. Okay, so next thing is ano lang natin siya, simplify. So, copy ko lang to, and copy, paste. And then, eto, simplify natin na ma-cancel out natin yung mga x's tsaka v. So, this one, magiging x squared plus v squared x squared. Then, dito sa baba, this will become x squared multiplied by v. Kasi ito, no, multiply mo lang siya. So, therefore, with that one, we can cancel out. Factor out muna natin. So, hindi pa siya ma-cancel out, no, kasi hindi siya naka-factor out. So, copy natin ulit. Ayan. And then, eto, factor out natin si x squared. Magiging x squared multiplied by 1 kasi ililabas natin siya plus v squared. Okay, so therefore, sa baba, that is x squared multiplied by v. This is cancel out, cancel out. Diba? So, that is our process. So, next thing is, ita-transfer ko lang to the other side. So, ang maiiwan lang dito is x dv over dx is equivalent to 1 plus v squared over 2 over v, then minus v. So, therefore, proceed tayo. So, next thing that we need to do is to combine this one. Yes, combine lang natin, di ba? Alam naman natin to paano i-combine since elementary, di ba? So, I hope that you could still recall how to combine that one. Gagawin mo lang is i-divide, di ba? So, that is equivalent to 1 minus v squared. Ito is magiging combine na siya, pero magiging squared kasi v multiplied by v is v squared. So, ganyan lang po. Multiply mo lang siya sa ating denominator. Pag ma-multiply mo na, therefore, pwede mo na siyang ma-combine. So, therefore, this is plus. Sorry, namali ko lang pagsulat. So, v squared minus v squared cancel out. So, therefore, x i-transfer natin to the other side. That is, v is i-transfer natin to the other side. Magiging v dv. And then, eto is magiging integration of dx or 1 over x dx. Diba? Transfer mo, magiging numerator. Transfer mo to, magiging denominator. So, therefore, we can use our formula. Diba? So, first formula na gagamit natin dito sa integral calculus is yung the integration of our power rule na tinatawag. That is integration of x raised to n. So, yun na lang para mas maganda. U raised to n du is equivalent to un plus 1 all over n plus 1. Diba? N plus 1 plus c. Okay? So, eto sa kabila, ang gagamitin natin is logarithmic rule. 1 over u du is equivalent to integration of u raised to negative 1 du, which is equivalent to logarithm of u plus c. Okay? So, unahin natin to to the other side. Madali lang yan siya, di ba? That is v, yung ating u. So, v. Tapos, n plus 1. So, ang ating n dito is 1. So, 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. Divided by yung ating n plus 1, another 2. Okay? So, how about sa other side? X natin is u. Diba? Or u natin is x. So, that is just simple. This is equivalent to logarithm of x plus c. Okay? So, hindi pa tayo tapos kasi we need to substitute again yung value yung v galing dito. Diba? So, parang ibalik natin yung dati. Diba? So, therefore, this is v is equivalent to y over x. Palitan natin lahat ng v ng y over x. So, etong v magiging y over x. Ayan. Squared. Diba? Divided by 2. Okay? So, what will happen is, simplify lang po natin siya na ma-separate, no? So, therefore, eto, squared mo lang siya, magiging y squared all over, di ba? Pwede mo naman itong itabi, ano kasi siya. Parang 1/2 divided by 2. So, ang mangyayari dyan is 1/2 multiplied by 1/2. So, therefore, denominator, magiging magkatabi lang sila. Okay? So, balikan niyo yung topic niyo sa elementary. It's just simple, di ba? So, y squared, ito is magiging x squared, then itabi mo na lang silang dalawa, magiging 2x squared. Okay? So, that is logarithm of x plus c. This is our general solution Diba? Pero that is not our final answer for the reason that ang hinahanap natin is particular solution. So, therefore, paano po hanapin si particular solution? We must substitute yung value natin at y is equivalent to 4 and x is equivalent to 1. Diba? So, substitute mo lang po yan sa ating general solution that is 4 squared divided by ng ating 2, 1 squared because that is our x, diba? Then logarithm of x is 1 plus c. So, I hope that you know how to use your calculator. Paki-calculator na lang on your spare time. Para mas mabilis tayo. But if you will calculate that one, ang answer po is c is equivalent to 8. So, last thing that we need to do is to substitute this c to our general solution or general formula, which is equivalent to this one, no? That is logarithm of x plus 8. So, this could be your final answer if walang instruction na binigay. Pero what if sinabi ko na dapat y lang sa kabila? So, sige, transfer natin to the other side. Magiging y squared is equivalent to 2x squared logarithm of x. Open parenthesis lang natin. Plus 8. Ayan. So, pwede din to na final answer. Ayan. So, we're done with our next problem. Ayan. Save ko lang. T2. Okay? So, that ends our first day, di ba? Kasabi ko sa inyong dalawa, parang kumbaga 2 days yung ating i-discuss ngayon, day 7 tsaka day 8, no? I know na magkasya siya kasi kayang-kaya natin na ikasya. Tingnan ko yung schedule natin. Day 7, day 8. Okay, screenshot nilang class. And raise hand if you have any questions so far. So, kung wala, we can proceed to our next topic. So, next topic natin is just the same, pero mas mahirap lang siya. Homogeneous, pero meron tayong partial fraction na tinatawag. Okay, so, proceed tayo para mas mabilis tayo matapos, no? Para next week, puro na lang tayo quizzes, sit work, etc. Okay, so, proceed po tayo sa ating next problem. Delete ko lang siya. Day 8. Eto. So, raise your hand class if you are still there. Tingnan, raise hand then if you can see my PowerPoint. Okay. So, this is our problem number 3 for this day. Again, sabi ko, medyo mahirap siya or mataas yung process kasi meron tayong partial fraction na tinatawag. So, I hope that you could still recall how to use partial fraction, di ba, sa algebra. Sir, what if, sir, nakalimutan ko na? Oh, kaya nga, don't worry. Because for today, no, i-recall natin siya kung paano gamitin si partial fraction. Okay? So, dito po, solve the equation. Again, we will be using homogeneous for this one kasi hindi po pwedeng, hindi natin kayang i-separate si x tsaka si y. And pag titingnan po natin, no, homogeneous siya, ibig sabihin po, same ng degree. You know, x squared, no, xx, no. Then, eto, di ba, pag i-multiply mo, x squared. Then, eto, xy, so, raised to the power of 2. Eto then, 1 plus 1 is 2. 2, 2, 2. So, therefore, lahat ng ating exponent is naka-degree 2. So, pwede siyang gamitan ng homogeneous. Okay, so rewrite lang po natin 7x, then x minus y dy. Ayan po. that is equivalent to 2x squared plus 6. Pangit ng squared ko, no? Parang laki masyado. Ayan. Plus 6xy minus 5y squared. Okay? So, huwag kalimutan si dx. Ayan, dx. So, first thing that we need to do is to separate kung kaya ma-separate and then isolate natin. So, dy divided by dx. Yan yung i-separate natin. dy over dx. And then, eto lahat, no? So, i-multiply lang natin sa inside. 'Di ba? So, magiging 2x squared plus 12xy. No? Multiply mo lang sa inside. Then, ito is minus 10y squared. Ayan. So, that is divided by ng ating dito banda. So, i-multiply lang natin sa inside. Magiging 7x squared minus 7xy. Okay, so as you can see, we cannot separate yung x tsaka y dito. So, homogeneous talaga yung gagamitin natin. So, let x is equivalent, let y pala. Let y is equivalent to vx. And then, if we will derive that one, magiging dy over dx is equivalent to v plus x dv over dx. So, therefore po, if we will put this one here, eto siya lahat. Copy mo lang. Ayan. Ayan. Diba? dy over dx, something like that. And then, yung dy over dx dito is papalitan natin. Diba? Kasi, eto siya, yung sa kabila. So, eto, copy natin, paste. Ayan siya. So, eto from here, and eto is from there. Okay? So, next thing that we need to do is to, yes po, palitan natin lahat ng y ng vx. So, what will happen, this will expand into equivalent of 2, then x is, eto tayo focus, that is vx squared. Sorry. Hindi pala. Hindi naman siya y. So, x squared pa rin siya. Plus 12, then xy, so x, then yung y is magiging vx. Minus 10, then y squared, so therefore that is vx. Then, huwag kalimutan si squared, di ba? So, wait lang. Hindi magkasya eh. Sibog lang nato. Vx squared. Ayan. So, divided by, sa baba po natin, that is 7x squared minus 7x. Then, y natin is x and, I think it's, nagalinog. So, next thing that we need to do is to factor out yung x natin. So, therefore, dito is x, vx. Ayan, okay? I-multiply lang natin sa inside. So, magiging 2x squared plus 12, x times x is x squared v minus 10. Then, eto magiging v squared x squared. Diba? So, that is divided by, sa baba din natin, magiging 7x squared minus 7x squared v. Okay, I think wala naman yun, Lindol. Sige. So, proceed po tayo. Next thing that we need to do is to separate, no? I-factor out lang natin yung x squared. So, x squared, eto 2 na lang. Plus 12, v na lang siya kasi na-factor out. Minus 10, v squared. Ayan. Kasi na-factor out natin yung x squared. Then sa baba din, same din, factor out natin si x squared. Ang remaining na lang is 7 minus 7v. So therefore, makancel out na natin yung x. Diba? Okay? So, next thing is, ilalagay ko lang to sa itaas banda para magkasya tayo. So, next thing is, ay ito, copy-paste ko lang ha. Mamaya na. So, ito muna. So, this is equivalent to 2 kasi na-factor out na siya o na-erase na natin siya. No? So, therefore, 2 plus 12v minus 10v squared divided by 7 minus 7v. Then, eto, yung v sa kabila is i-transfer lang natin negative v. Diba? Then, eto, copy lang natin x dv over dx. Ayan. So, therefore, same po kanina, di ba? If you will combine this one, i-multiply lang po siya sa denominator. So, therefore, what will happen is x dv over dx is equivalent to, eto, copy lang natin lahat, 2 plus 12v minus 10v squared. Then, eto, minus v, which is i-multiply mo sa denominator, 7 minus 7v. So, yan na siya lahat is divided by 7 minus 7b. Okay? So, next thing that we need to do is to i-distribute mo lang siya. Okay? So, dito na lang natin ilalagay. I-distribute lang natin siya magiging x dv over dx is equivalent to 2 minus 12v minus 10v squared minus 7v plus 7v squared. Ayan. Divided by 7 minus 7. Okay, so next thing that we need to do is simplify or combine like terms, no? X dv over dx is equivalent to, eto, pwede natin ma-combine si 2, ilagay lang natin sa last. Yung x squared yung unahin natin, eto. Negative 10 plus 7, so that is negative 3, no? Negative 3v squared. Eto, 12v, 7v, so puro sila negative, so ma-add lang sila. That is 19v squared. Kulang. May isang 7v pa. Okay, so ulitin natin. 12v positive. Okay. So, mali lang pala pagkasulat ko. This is positive. Positive 12v minus 7v magiging positive 5v. Okay? So, yung 2 kanina is ilagay lang natin 2. So, divided by 7 minus 7v. Okay po. So, last thing is to separate. dv, eto ilagay natin sa other side. So, therefore, mag-interchange sila, no? So, mag-interchange siya. Eto, magiging numerator na siya. 7 minus 7v divided by yung nasa baba, which is negative 3v squared plus 5v plus 2. Okay? So, erase ko lang to kasi pangit pagkasulat. Ayan, plus. Ayan. Ano ba yan? Ito. So, therefore, that is equivalent to itong dividend. Lagay lang natin siya dv. And then, sa kabila, magiging dx over x. So, next thing that we need to do is to, lipat ko lang ha, integrate both sides, no? Kasi, na-separate naman din natin siya. So, integrate and integrate. Then, lagyan natin sa center. Ayan. Okay? So, therefore, partial fraction. So, we cannot integrate this one, yes po, kasi magkahalo pa din siya. 'Di ba? So therefore, next move na we need to do is to use partial, wait lang, change muna natin ng color white. How to change, ito, partial fraction. Ayan. So, next thing that we need to do is to apply partial fraction para ma-operate natin yan siya. Okay? So, paano pag partial fraction, sir? So, gawin natin is screenshot muna kasi lilipat tayo sa other. Partial fraction natin yung kanina. So, eto po, delete ko lang siya. And then, i-rewrite po natin yung kanina. 'Di ba? Which is 7. Eto, dito tayo mag-focus. C7. Ayan. So, partial fraction natin to, eto na side kasi we cannot integrate that one. No? Mas-stack up tayo sa kanya. So, apply natin si partial fraction, that is 7 minus 7v divided by negative 3v squared plus 5v plus 2. Ayan, that is equivalent to, anong gagawin natin sa partial fraction? First thing is, isulat mo lang si numerator, 7v. Then, second thing sa baba, I hope that you know already or you know how to use algebra, ha? So, ang gagawin natin dito is i-factor out natin siya or tawag dyan, i-factor. 'Di ba? Use your calculator, 'di ba? Yung mode 53. Mode 53. Pakitry, ha? Pag mode 53 mo dyan, i-input mo lang negative 3 CA, positive 5 CB, then C is positive 2. Okay? So, therefore, with that one, makukuha natin V is equivalent to 2 or V negative 2 ang pag-substitute. And then, V, another one is negative 1/3. So, therefore, negative 1/3, that is 3V plus 1. Ha? Paki-calculator, ha? Again, makukuha mo is 2, then yung isa is negative 1/3. So, ang gagawin mo lang is to put this one to the other side, 3. Ito, ibalik mo sa kabila din, magiging positive 1. Ito, transfer mo to the other side, minus 2. So, therefore, that is our roots. So, lagay mo lang dito yung roots. Again po, we are using partial fraction. So, next thing, ito lang po is ilagay mo lang dito sa other side. So, that is negative. Eto. Anong nangyari dito? Ang ginawa lang po natin dito, sensya no, nagkabaliktad siya. Kasi, multiply lang natin ng negative yung sa baba. Okay? So, eto, 7 minus 7v, ginawa lang po natin, no, wait lang po. Iuna lang natin yung may variable. Negative 7b, so negative 7b plus 7. Yan, para magka-order sila. So, negative 7v plus 7, mas maganda if ilagay na lang natin, no? Kapoy na magsulat. So, copy mo lang to. Ayan. Then, paste. No, ilagay lang natin siya sa kabila. Okay, so next thing that we need to do is to equate, no? That is equivalent to A, then divided by yung first niya na factor, which is V minus 2. And then yung isa is si B. And then yung another factor natin, which is 3V minus 1. Okay? So therefore, next thing that we need to do is to cross multiplication. Ganyan, cross multiplication tayo. So this one is magiging negative 7V plus 7. Ayan. Then, eto sa kabila, magiging V minus 2. Same pa din. Okay, kung same na lang, i-copy paste na lang natin ulit. No? So, copy, paste. Ayan. Salubre, naka-on yung mic mo. So, that is
Negative ba ng 3b minus 1 sa ano sir? Anong b over 3b
okay.
minus
Sige,
1?
sige. Salamat That is 3v plus 1. Okay, so copy lang natin siya. Thank you for that, Salubre. And then, ang gagawin natin is combine pala to. I-combine natin siya. So, therefore, dito yung tinatawag kong cross multiplication. So, magiging A, then multiplied by 3v plus 1 plus B multiplied by V minus 2. Diba? So, cross multiply mo lang siya para ma-combine. V minus 2, then 3V plus 1. Ayan. So, therefore, again na, i-combine na natin siya. So, therefore, same na sila ng denominators. So, we can cancel out all our denominators. Diba? So, ang remaining na lang po natin is si negative 7V plus 7 is equivalent to A, 3V plus 1 plus B, then V minus 1. Minus 2 pala. So, therefore, diba? Next thing is dapat hahanapin natin si A at si B. So, una, paano natin ma-cancel out si B? So, ang technique po natin is mag-iisip tayo ng value ng V para ma-cancel out si B. Yes po. So, clearly, pwede nating i-substitute na 2. Para 2 minus 2 is 0. So, therefore, ma-cancel out si V. So, therefore, let V is equivalent to 2. Diba? So, ganyan po siya. Maghahanap ka po ng number na i-substitute dito kay V para ma-cancel out si B. So, in that case, negative 7V plus, substitute pala natin, 2 plus 7 is equivalent to A, 3, 2, plus 1, then, plus, ito, dugtong lang natin, B, then, 2 minus 2, so therefore 0, so therefore this is cancelled out. So, if you will, use your calculator, yes po, no? In your spare time, tingnan lang ninyo, but ang answer dito is negative 1. So, i-shift solve mo lang to. A is negative 1. So, next one, ano naman din yung gagamitin natin, no? Let V. Ano ang i-substitute natin kay V para ma-cancel out si A? So, madali lang yan, no? Ang gagawin mo lang is 3V plus 1 is equivalent to 0 mo lang siya. So, V is equivalent to negative 1 over 3. No? Transfer mo lang siya. So, by that, para maging 0 pala, dapat yung V natin is negative 1/3. Okay? So, substitute lang natin negative 7 multiplied by negative 1/3 plus 7 is equivalent to A, 3 multiplied by negative 1/3 plus 1. So, therefore, magiging 0, cancel out siya. Diba? Plus B multiplied by negative 1/3 plus, minus 2. So, kindly use your calculator. Ang kalabasan po niya na B, dapat po is negative 4. So, malapit na tayong matapos, di ba? Kasi alam na natin yung value ng A at B. So, we will substitute that one here, deto, no? So, therefore, that is, ang A natin is negative 1. Di ba? Then, divided by V minus 2. Diba? So, dito tayo mag-focus. dV natin, lagyan mo lang dV. Plus, eto sa kabila, ang B natin is negative 4. Then, divided by ng ating 3V plus 1. Then, lagay mo lang dV. So, ayan na siya. Na-separate mo na ito into this one. Therefore, we can proceed na po sa next step. Diba? Ito naman talaga yung ating goal dito. To separate that one using partial fraction. So, na-separate, yes po. Therefore, we can proceed na sa next step, which is integration. Okay, so screenshot po kasi sa next natin na sa next slide na lang natin siya ipatuloy. Okay, so next slide po tayo. Medyo mahaba-haba talaga siya, no? So, therefore, integrate lang natin siya. Okay, class? So, delete ko lang to ah. I hope that na-screenshot na ninyo. Wait lang. Ito lang muna. Because we will be using this one. Okay? So, sulat lang po natin siya. That is -1 integration of 1 over u. Saan na tayo? Yes. Ayan, partial fraction na tayo, no? So, therefore, eto, as you can see, para siyang i-factor out lang natin, ilagay natin sa labas yung -1, then that is v minus 2. Diba? So, therefore, by, pag titingnan natin siya, this is a logarithmic rule. Diba? Kasi logarithmic rule natin is integration of 1 over u du or integration of u -1 du. No, that is equivalent to logarithm of u plus c. Diba? So, gagamitin natin yan. So, therefore, dito na part, that is -1 1 over u dv or du. Okay? So, dito, ilalabas lang natin si -4. So, -4, then, integration of. Diba? Yes, that is integration of 1 over u. Then, as you can see, meron tayong 3 sa baba. So, therefore, may excess tayo, kumbaga. Diba? May excess tayo na ilagay na natin ito sa itaas. Inspect natin again, para mas maganda yung solving natin. Ito yung formula natin. Ang u natin dito sa kabila is v minus 2. So, if you differentiate that one, du is equivalent to dv. So, no problem. How about dito na case, ang u natin is 3v plus 1. So, therefore, ang derivative po niya ng du is 3dv. So, therefore, may excess tayo na 3. Diba? I hope that you could still remember sa different integral calculus natin, may excess. Pero sa kabila, wala tayong excess, so therefore, mas okay siya. So, dito 1 over du or du over 3. May excess tayo na 3. Is equivalent to the integration of d na iwan yung x. Ayan, dx. That is integration of dx all over x. Okay? So, therefore, dito po, ito na lang ilagay ko na lang, -4 over 3 para malabas yung excess. Same na sila. So, if same na sila, yes po, same, you can use the formula na. So, that is -1 or pwedeng hindi na natin siya ilagay. No? Logarithm of u. Ang u natin dito is v minus 2. So, v minus 2. Minus 4/3. Ayan na. So, bring down ko lang siya. Bring down ko lang to. So, 4/3, 1 over u. So, that is logarithm of u natin sa kabila is 3v plus 1. Ayan. Is equivalent to logarithm of x plus c. So, therefore po, next thing that we need to do is yung kanina. Y is equivalent to x times v. That is, pwede din siya na v is equivalent to y over x. So, therefore, substitute lang natin lahat dito, magiging negative logarithm of y over x. Diba? Palitan natin lahat ng v ng y over x. Minus 4/3 logarithm of 3 y over x plus 1, then logarithm of x plus c. So therefore, yan na, sa hinaba-haba ng ginawa natin, this is our general solution. But that is not our answer, di ba? Kasi we need to find our particular solution. So, paano pagkuha? Substitute lang natin x is equivalent to 1 and y is equivalent to 0. Okay? So, substitute natin dito sa napakahabang solution. Negative logarithm of 0 over 1 minus 2, di ba? Minus 4/3 of logarithm of 3, then 0 over 1 plus 1. Ayan. That is equivalent to logarithm of 1 plus c. So, use your calculator. I hope that you already know how to use that one. Diba? Pero, no, kasi yung answer natin is decimal or mag-error siya. So, manu-manuhin na lang natin. So, dito, c, eto tayo, dito tayo mag-focus. That is logarithm of, na makancel out to siya. So, magiging negative logarithm of negative 2. How about this one? Makancel out din ito. Magiging negative 4 over 3 logarithm of 1 na lang siya. Diba? Then, eto, si logarithm minus 1, sulat lang natin. Minus logarithm of 1. Kasi i-transfer natin siya to the other side. Okay, so next thing that we need to do is to combine yung tatlong logarithm natin. So, eto, same pa din, negative logarithm of negative 2. Eto is gagawin nating exponent. Diba? Pwede na siya maging exponent sa rule ng ating logarithm. So, logarithm of exponent of 1 or 1 exponent of 4/3. Then, eto, same pa din, minus logarithm of 1. Okay? So, therefore po, continue lang tayo. Lagay ko lang to sa taas banda. Diba? So, C natin is equivalent to, eto, i-factor out lang natin si negative. Negative, then logarithm of 2, kasi factor out ko yung negative plus logarithm of 1 raised to 4 over 3 plus logarithm of 1. Diba? Kasi na-factor out ko yung negative. So, therefore, plus, 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 diba, alam natin sa rule ng logarithm, we can combine that one. Magiging negative logarithm of negative 2 multiplied by 1 raised to 4/3 multiplied by 1. So, therefore, constant natin is logarithm of 2. Diba? So, that is our final answer. Substitute lang natin siya, kumbaga. Okay? So, pwede din divide, pero same pa din siya result. Basta logarithm of 2 siya. So, therefore, okay, so therefore po, ang gagawin natin is to substitute this one sa ating general formula. So, that is our last step. Last step na talaga. That is logarithm or negative logarithm, kasi negative dito. Then, y over x minus 2 minus 4/3. Again nakuha na natin si c. Substitute na lang natin siya, then tapos na tayo. Logarithm of 3y over x plus 1. Diba? Yes. Negative plus 1. And then, that is equivalent to logarithm of x plus, ang c natin, nakuha na natin logarithm of 2. Or pwede rin walang open close, no? Logarithm of 2. That is our final answer. Ayan. Pwede na yan na answer. Okay? So, pwede na yan. Final answer na yan siya. Pero, what if sir, ano yung ibang form na pwede natin gawin sa kanya? Sige. So, if gusto mo ng ibang form, Okay. So, pwede din, class, na ang gagawin natin is to combine them. Eto, di ba? Logarithm, logarithm. So, pwede natin siyang i-combine. Ito din dito sa taas, pwede din natin siyang i-combine. Kasi, minus, no? Or, we can, ang gagawin natin is to factor out yung negative, then positive na siya sa inside. Okay? So, pwede din, again, ang final answer natin is negative, open parenthesis, logarithm of y over x minus 2. Then, ito is magiging 3 y over x plus 1 raised to. So, may raised na kasi igawin natin siyang raised to. Ayan, 1 raised to 4/3. Ayan, 4/3. And then, dito sa kabila, another close parenthesis, that is logarithm of x times 2 is 2x. Ayan. So, pwede din to na final answer, class. Pwede din, kung gusto mo pa, na mag-go deeper, no? So, pwede mong gawin dyan is, divide mo lang siya lahat ng x. Eto, i-expand mo lang to. So, magiging negative logarithm of y minus 2 over x. Ayan. Diba? Then, dito sa kabila, that is 3y, no? Parang i-combine mo siya ba? Plus x all over x. Then, raised to the power of 4/3. Ayan. Is equivalent to logarithm of 2x. Oh, pwede din yan. Sulat na lang natin lahat ng pwede. Okay? Then, pwede din, kasi logarithm, pwede mo din siyang i-cancel out, di ba? So, cancel out mo lang yan. Ang remaining na lang natin is negative y minus 2 over x. Then, multiply natin 3y plus x over x 4/3 is equivalent to logarithm of 2. Ganyan. Wala nang logarithm, no? Kasi aalisin natin siya 2x. Ayan. So, final answer. Pwede din to. Okay? So, I think we're done. This is our last example. Again, may isang example pa pero gagawin mo na lang yung practice problem. So, just use your time, yung available time mo to practice yung last example natin for this day. Okay, raise hand class if you are still there. Again this is our last example. Meron tayong last example dito, nakalagay. Ayan siya. Screenshot ko naman yung kanina. Okay. So, ito yung kalabasan niya na final answer. So, same lang yan siya. Again, pwede din, mamili ka lang dito. Pwede na din dito. Dito sa 4. Okay? So, therefore, may isa example pa ito. Then, ito yung final answer niya. Okay? So, just use your time, no, own time kasi we're running out of time na. So, gawin mo na lang siyang practice problem.